Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. I got a little bit of everything going on. Everything, folks. I'm sorry. We have a business to run here, damn it. And every once in a while, we got things to do. Hi, how are you today? I'm doing great. I'm fine. I wonder, let's see, it's getting close to 9 o'clock. So if we're playing a drinking game, which we're not, Amanda. Just want to let Amanda know that. Trust me. She's probably got one of those desk drawers over there that you only read about in the movies. There it is. I noticed that. So here's how it goes. If you're at home and you like to start drinking at 9, let's say I have an AM alcoholic out there, okay? Sorry, just saying. Don't get upset with me, all right? I got nothing to do. But just saying, you know, if you'll drink at 9, every time I say retard or idiot in the next hour, take a drink. Okay? I didn't say it. It's in the book. Woodward, you don't even have to wait till 9. It's 8:55. Bob Woodward said that Trump called Jeff Sessions a retard. There you go. Take a drink. There you go. And once again, General Kelly thinks Trump is an idiot. There you go. You get 2 drinks down, not even before 9 o'clock. You know, let me just say this. I am working on about 3 different stories today. It's an exciting Wednesday around here. We do cover 10 counties. Just if you first time you ever tuned in, I do national news and opinion. Okay? Now, what is national news? What is BKP's national news and opinion sum up to 2 hours a day? I just say any damn thing I want. That's what that means, okay? For 2 hours. But we do cover news. The Fetch Your News arm of the business covers news in 10 counties. Yes, 10 counties, and we have about 6 reporters out there, and we tend to have 4 or 5 hot stories at a time that I get involved with our reporters and help work on. So I've got about 3 going right now. So just letting you know, I'm a little not preoccupied, just got a little bit of everything going on. So let's go into the fear factor. Wasn't that a show? This is the fear factor. So we've shown to beat Bernstein. So let's go to Carl Bernstein on CNN. Let's just show him there, okay? There's Carl. Okay, this is Carl on CNN. Allegedly. That's all you have to say. And you can say anything you want as long as you say allegedly. Allegedly is an old alcoholic. Allegedly is a gambler. So he's an alcoholic gambler. Allegedly. So he's on CNN because he didn't save any money from the Watergate days. It wasn't paying that much. It's like NFL stars that, you know, got a contract in the 70s and now they're living off the pension. All right? So same thing with Bernstein. He didn't make the big bucks back then. Yeah, they didn't get the big bucks. So he's got to make enough money to go to the casino this afternoon on the riverboat and have a couple drinks. So that's my opinion. So the book is, let's go to Woodward. So that's Woodward. Wait a minute, Josh, maybe I should show that again. I got to backtrack a little bit. Let's go to the black and white, Bernstein and Woodward, and let's just retract there. You got that? There you go, Josh. Those are the 2 young men. They're Utes, right? Utes. Remember what's that movie? My Cousin Vinny? Utes. What's a Ute? Okay, I'm sorry, I had to do that. But these 2 Utes right here, Carl Bernstein and Bob Woodward. Now, they weren't getting the big money back then. They were only bringing down the president. It didn't mean a lot. You know, they got the regular standard pay, $89.99 a week from the Post. So they weren't getting the big money. And they wrote a book or 2. And that back then, when you wrote a book, you know, you did the real book tour and you went to the speaking circuit and you actually sold it through a bookstore. You didn't have it online, and Amazon, the $1 trillion Amazon, you couldn't click and order today and get the paperback, all the above. So a book deal back then was $1 million, and you know, you got the standard writer pay of $89.99 a week plus, you know, per diem, right? So there you go. So they weren't rolling in the big money. So they roll up here in 2018, and they have their second crack at something resembling a Watergate and a White House in disarray and chaos, as they felt Nixon's White House was in trouble. And now the big bucks are out there. The money. Why, we can retire now, Carl. We can rake it in. All right? So we've worked the liberal media to this direction. So then you have Carl. Let's put up Carl. Carl has grown up since then, and he is a full-fledged, allegedly alcoholic and gambler. You got Carl on CNN. There, no, that's your first error, but not bad. That's Bob Woodward. Go back to Carl on CNN. Carl Bernstein on CNN. There you go. So Carl's grown up. Now let's go to Woodward. Fear, Trump in the White House, Bob Woodward, the book. Why the book? We were waiting on, ready for campaign season. Now, here's the thing. The media will do all day. Yesterday in the confirmation hearings, before I forget, how many times did you hear McCain's name? We are better than this. What McCain taught us. What in just the passing of McCain made us start thinking? The Dems invoked the McCain card. Oh, I know you didn't play the McCain card. Yes, I did. So they're in a huddle, and they're saying, anytime something goes down, throw down the McCain card in the hearings and say we are better than this. Well, I heard that a couple times yesterday. So Woodward, just in time for the campaign season, here's what they're saying this morning on this book. Omarosa wrote a book similar to this. Okay? Similar. The guy that wrote Fire and Fury, okay? Fire and Fury. Similar to this. And now this is the other book that comes out saying chaos in the White House. But what does Woodward bring? Credibility to the story. Oh, you are hearing credibility. Woodward has hours of tapes, credibility. You can feel who the sources are. You may not know in the book, but you could feel it. You could tell who it is, the sources. So, let's go to, hold on just a minute, let's go to, so let's start our fear. So let's go to Fear 1. And there's little Willie Geist, Fear 1. Book, Trump's lawyer warned testifying would put him in an orange jumpsuit. So supposedly they gave Trump a mock, okay, interview with Robert Mueller, and he failed. And the attorney, I'll get his name in a second, looked at Trump and said, if you testify, you'll end up in an orange jumpsuit, okay? So that's Fear 1. Let's go to Fear 2. That was John Dowd. So John Dowd and basically, and supposedly Jay Sekulow, John Dowd and Jay Sekulow did supposedly a mock, okay? A mock workup of Mueller interview with Trump, and Trump failed miserably. And John Dowd here, his attorney said, you'll end up in an orange jumpsuit if you testify. And supposedly Jay Sekulow went over with John Dowd to meet with Mueller and said, look, our client is so bad, he's going to blow it, and we can't embarrass the President of the United States. Supposedly this happened in the book. John Dowd says, on Woodward book, there was no so-called practice session or reenactment of a mock interview at the special counsel's office. So supposedly in the book of Woodward's book, there is a mock interview, and Trump failed so bad with Dowd and Sekulow that they went over and reenacted it to Mueller and said, hey, look, here's how it went. Dowd said it didn't happen. It never happened. He denies it, okay? So let's go to fear number 3. Kelly, NBC News. Kelly thinks he's saving us from disaster. Called Trump idiot. Say White House staffers. White House staffers. Maybe some of the millennials that could not take the boom, boom, boom. Because I will tell you this, I do read between the lines. I think when John Kelly, Chief of Staff, General, 4-star General, John Kelly says the president knows where he stands and he knows where the president stands, means I do believe they bump heads, and I do believe they bump heads strong, and I'm happy to know that those two are in the Oval Office bumping heads over issues. I really do. I really do. Okay? Don't forget, John Kelly ran in the room and brought other senators. Don't forget that. They don't tell you that story. Remember when Trump met, I think it was at the time he was meeting with Chuck and Nancy, and, that made Kelly nervous. So he went and and got two Republicans and put in the room and went in with him because he was nervous that these two liberals would have too much. He needed some conservatives in the room or some Republicans in the room. Absolutely. So that's Kelly. Kelly supposedly called him an idiot. Let's go to fear 4. Go to the next one, 4. Kelly responded to Woodward's book. This is John Kelly, 4-star General Chief of Staff. The idea that I ever called the president an idiot is not true. Should I say any more? As I stated back in May and still firmly stand behind, I spend more time with the president than anyone else. And we have an incredible, candid, and strong relationship. Do you not understand that, damn it? I understand you millennials are running out of the room right now in fear of just a statement. That's according to White House staff. Yeah, I can't take it. I understand. Do you understand? As arrogant as I sound right now, do you understand when he says we have an incredible, candid, and strong relationship? He always knows where I stand. Do you think he says every once in a while, damn it, Mr. President? I sure hope so. It's going to make for a good movie. I hope they're not all polite and drinking tea all the time. I really do. Damn, Mr. President, I disagree with that. I do not believe we should go forward with that, Mr. President. Kelly, damn it. What about Johnson? Where was Woodward and where was Bob and Carl when LBJ would get in people's faces this close and scream at them and rip them to shreds and talk to them like a dog? White House in chaos. You don't know a damn thing about a White House in chaos. You got a bunch of kids running out with their folders in their backpacks. They got backpacks because they can't tell if they're still going to school or going to the White House for work. So they run with their backpacks out the door to find Bob Woodward to give him 100 hours worth of tape. Oh, I heard Kelly and Trump yelling at each other. I think somebody said idiot. I couldn't tell. There was no trophy involved. I showed up. I didn't even get recognized. And we have an incredible, candid, and strong relationship. He always knows where I stand, and he and I both know this story is total BS. I think we should do the voice and the character. Everybody, we should do the character. And he and I both... John Wayne! I think we should have John Wayne read this. We both know this story's total BS. It's BS. It's total bull cocky. General John Kelly, Chief of Staff. He said no. Go to number 5. Let's go back to the attorney. I don't have these in particular order. It's kind of fearful around here. I will get to the retard later. I should have the bell. Say the secret word. Say the secret word, win $100. The secret word today is retard and idiot. We got 2 secret words. So every time the word retard comes up, we should have the bell ringing. Say the secret word. If you can tell me who that is. Say the secret word, win $100. The Washington Post. Bob Woodward's new book reveals a nervous breakdown. Trump's having a nervous breakdown. So they want you to believe that Trump's over in the corner going blah, 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 like this. I swear to God. A babbling idiot. Early stages of dementia is back. That was said on MSNBC this morning. Well, it's been reported on the campaign trail. I mean, we had people tell us, Joe said, early stages of dementia was setting in. So they're in the White House, right? And they're all sitting in the Oval Office, and Trump's over here going blah, 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 like an idiot, right? Like an idiot. Oh, hell, right? And they're saying, do we tell the press? Do we tell the press? And somebody says, hell no. We got 4.2 GPD, or gross domestic product, GDP. We got 4.2 going. Let the dude sit over there and babble for another 2 years. What the hell? America. On March 5th, Dowd and Trump's attorney, Jay Sekulow, met in Mueller's office with the special counsel and his deputy, James Quarles, where Dowd and Sekulow reenacted Trump's January practice. Okay? This is what the Washington Post released from Woodward's book. Let's go back really quick there to fear number 2. Dowd said in fear number 2 there, John Dowd on Bob Woodward's, there was no so-called practice session or no reenactment of a mock interview. Wasn't true. But this book made it out and is on the Washington Post. Now let's go to fear number 5. Trump and fear number 6. I'm sorry, my apology. Number 6. Look at Trump and Sessions. MSNBC. Traitor. Mentally retarded. A dumb Southerner. Woodward's book strikes fear in the White House. Why, there's Jeffrey Beauregard. Sessions. He's just a dumb Southerner. Why, he couldn't run what was that, Madlock. He couldn't run a one-office country Southern attorney. He couldn't even be a country Southern attorney with one office. A damn mentally retarded traitor. That's what Trump said. Oh my God. I'm telling you folks. Woodward strikes fear. Go into fear number 7. Okay? Fear number 7. Woodward strikes fear in the White House. Here is Chief of Staff John Kelly. Another pathetic attempt to smear people close to the President Trump, and distract from the administration's many successes. Okay? That's Kelly. Many successes. They're not going to talk about anything. They will not tell you that Canada's back at the table on the trade deal. They won't talk about any of that. Let's go to number 8. This is what MSNBC put up. Kelly called him an idiot. He is an idiot. Well, wait a minute. Josh, do you have that video? Because they're saying Kelly called Trump an idiot. And there is no one, but I think we have actually video of Kelly calling Trump an idiot. Do we not? Did we not catch that? Do we not have that exclusive video this morning? Play that for me.
You're an idiot.
That was an exclusive, FYN exclusive. You're an idiot. Did you see the look on Trump's face when he was called an idiot by Kelly? It's like he was a babbling idiot. Had to throw that in. Number 9. It's in the book. Kelly said it's a nervous breakdown. Bob Woodward's new book reveals nervous breakdown of Trump's presidency. They've gone crazy. It's a nervous breakdown. Crazy town. Wow, this is crazy a town in here. I'm telling you what, I have to say this. I'm at the age where when I retire, I should be able to go to the movies like every day and see a new movie about this presidency. You think the books? Wait till the movie comes out. Okay. Supposedly, let's go to number 10. Supposedly, Trump, when the chemical attack took place in Syria, supposedly, Woodward depicts Trump's anger and paranoia about Russia probe and unrelenting paralyzing. okay? And supposedly when the Syrian gas attack took place, Trump called Mattis, Secretary of Defense, and said, kill Assad, kill him, take him out, kill all of them. And Mattis just appeased him on the phone and said, he told the president, we would do it. We'll do it. We'll do it, Mr. President. Just hang up the phone, relax, calm down, go back to Twitter, go back to, eating Lucky Charms, go back to watching Fox News, all right, and Sean Hannity, just relax. We'll do it, sir, and I'll get back with you later. And then he gets off, that's what. And then Mattis said that, revealed in the book after he told the president, he said, we're not going to do any of that. We're not going to do any of that. That's number 11. Let's go to number 12. Supposedly in the book, James Mattis says Trump has the understanding of a 5th or 6th grader. I don't quite understand the problem with that. See, Trump, they make fun of the President of the United States, and they're trying to do everything. I told you this is going to get dirty, okay? So, let me ask you out there on the other side of the camera, Hezbollah. How well do you know about Hezbollah? Well, fortunately, if you are in the deep state and you've been in government for 30, 40 years, Hezbollah is probably something you may know very well. But if you're a CEO of a billion-dollar corporation and your thing is to build golf courses and to build resorts and build high-rises and different kind of business like that, and you're President of the United States and you call somebody in and say, listen, I need you to give me the Hezbollah for Dummies. You know the whole series over there, okay? Microsoft for Dummies. They want you to believe that what they had to do was go to a bookstore that was going out of business and get the 75% off total complete catalog for dummies so they can go back and explain everything to Donald Trump. Hezbollah for dummies, Palestinians for dummies, Jews for dummies, Saudi Arabia for dummies, China trade for dummies, Canadian trade for dummies. That's what they want you to believe. They had to go get all those books. All right? Supposedly, Mattis says the understanding of a 5th or 6th grader. Let's go to number 13. The Washington Post dropped, and I didn't put these in order, so I might have to go back. The Washington Post dropped. Bob Woodward's new book reveals a nervous breakdown of Trump's presidency, mocking Sessions' accent. Beauregard. While they went after Jeffrey. That's his name. Don't laugh at me, his name. Now, let me ask you something. If you're from Alabama, and I love Alabama, you can get mad at Trump. But on a Friday afternoon or Saturday morning, you go to your social media feed, and you find more Georgia fans that have depicted what an Alabama cheerleader looks like. Okay? Or you find more Georgia fans that post what they feel a Tennessee Vols football team looks like. I mean, you don't know nothing about college football if you don't see the back and forth and how they talk to each other. Just saying, okay? Now, his name, he's from Alabama. His full name is Jeffrey. It's not Jeff. It's Jeffrey. His middle name is Beauregard Sessions. So I have a hard time. So he makes fun of, he mocks Sessions' accent. So what do you think I'm doing when Jeffrey? He makes fun of Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions. Beauregard! Don't you want to just see the little white mustache like this and the gray hat and I don't know what kind of flag you want to see on the front. Beauregard, get in here. And then Trump added, this guy is mentally retarded. Well, you're a retard. Beauregard's a retard. He's a dumb Southerner. He couldn't even be a one-person country lawyer down in Alabama. You have to do all of them. It's just like we had to do Kelly with John Wayne. I can't do it, John Wayne. That Jeffrey Sessions Beauregard hit that boy a one mentally retarded boy. He's a dumb Southerner. He couldn't even be a one person. He couldn't hang his shingle out in country town lawyer in Alabama. That's what the Washington Post said, that he said about Jeffrey Sessions. Let's go to number 14. And then you have Minka and Joe and Little Willie Won't Go Home. Woodward's book. I mean, this was big news this morning. It's credibility. So I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. Mattis said, no, this didn't happen. James Mattis said it did not happen. It's 9:20. I've got some other things to do this morning that I got to get done before it's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm trying to keep track of the days, and then Friday will be in Blue Ridge. You know, the tropical storm that has gone through, I don't want to make light of the storm, but now that we have all the technology that we do have, and Doppler radar and all this different radar and sonar or whatever we have here that can check out where the storm's moving. I mean, you can go on your phone and you can say, is it going to rain? And it says it's going to rain on your head in 15 minutes. And it's getting pretty good at that, right? So the point is, we used to call what happened through Alabama a rainstorm. We used to say it rained all day. A lot of rain, that's what we used to say. But now, the satellite trucks go down there. This could have been a lot worse. Now, I understand we are dry and we did not have to get the rubber boots out. We did not have to get the ponchos. And we don't have any blowing rain sideways. But this could have been a lot worse. You just don't know it. I understand I'm in a short sleeve shirt and just a hat that says CNN. And I'm in a thriving little town here with nice little college bars. But it could have been a lot worse, and we need to let you know that. We're CNN Live. Next up, allegedly drunken, gambling Carl Bernstein. Next up on CNN with Jim Acosta or whatever. All right, take me to break.